Okay. Good evening here from Copenhagen. It's currently 20 minutes past 9. Geez, running late. And I've promised myself to work only 1 hour before going to bed. So, as promised from the last Monday Doodle, I wanted to showcase some of the work I will be doing here live for the book called Me and My Monster. And I've been very much back and forth between what should I share with you guys. I could show you guys some of the finished stuff. I could show you some working process, some of the things that I'm quite sure that I'll be working on, some of the things that are more polished and safe sort of. But I thought actually just like 10 minutes ago that would be much more interesting for you guys, maybe not, to see something that's a thing where I have a bit more of a struggling time, like problems I have to solve, because you might see a book, a children's book, or any kind of design really, and think that it seems easy sometimes, but it's really not. You gotta think things over and redo, resketch, all that stuff. So maybe it would be interesting to see that process also. So 1 hour from now, probably less, maybe 40 minutes from now. So 10 o'clock, I'll stop 10 o'clock, yeah. But welcome, and thanks for tuning in, wherever in the world and whenever you're watching this. Let's begin. I just finished my coffee because I shouldn't be drinking coffee this late at all, really. So cheers out there if you're watching this in the morning or afternoon. First of all, let me share some sketches with you that I like. I'm still struggling with how the style should be in this, like line work and texture and colors and all that things. But the style is sort of where I want things to be. So let's just take a look. This is the sketch for the spread that I'll be working on tonight. And this was a nice little drawing I did just with a ballpoint pen, which will be for another composition. Actually, a combination of this one and this one. So somehow I'm gonna merge these two, probably this viewing angle, and then the monster over here, I think. Yes, so back to this one. So just to get the context, this is a scene where there's a girl called Ellen, first of all, and maybe you have seen this, you know this already from my video where I talk about pushing through the last 10%, and I'll showcase some of the work on the cover for the book. And this is a girl called Ellen. Well, let me just show you real quick. I can show you this one. This is a spread that I've also been working on, which I quite like. Also been try to go into style here, like colors and all that. You can see here it's all digital right now. So this is Ellen, and she's going on a skiing vacation with her dad, and she doesn't really want to go, and she has temper problems. And whenever Ellen gets mad, this monster pops out to show her like inner world, and this monster is called Frank. And Frank can take any kind of shape that he wants to, based on her emotions. So that's the case, and this is a scene where the dad is on the phone with his girlfriend. They're like divorced. Ellen's dad and mom are divorced, and he's on the phone with his girlfriend. And of course, Ellen dislikes this. She dislikes the way he talks to her, which is kind of funny. As you can see, I try to make him do these kissing sounds. And so Frank is going up behind him. And also there's a line where she goes like, she feels disgusted as if the whole car was made of cheese. So that's also the case. I've also tried to illustrate here in a thumbnail. Kind of draw a wagon made out of cheese. And so there's a whole thing about how to go about it, because so many opportunities. I also have this one where I try to draw it from the inside, where you could imagine Frank coming up here behind the dad, and the interior of the car would be made out of cheese. That's also a way to go about it. But I figured since I already have this interior scene early on in the book, I thought it would be maybe interesting to show the car from the outside made out of cheese. So yeah, that's what I'll be working on, and I think I'll try to start here to somehow, if that's a good viewing angle for you guys, let me see here, get a feeling that Ellen is looking out the window. So make a new layer here, call it Ellen. If you got any questions out there, feel free to just hit me and I'll try to answer them as good as I can, depending on the level of complexity that I have in this drawing. So we have a window coming up here. And here. Might want to make that window bigger actually. So might even want to make the car bigger to actually see your expression. So because if her head goes here, maybe that's better. I think I'm just gonna erase the car just to get my hands on, first of all, to get the character of Ellen, because otherwise I think it's gonna be a mess. That sketch here is Frank, a dad. Jeez, this one could just gonna erase that. Clean sheet. Okay, so Ellen. So I imagine that Ellen is like disgusted with way things are, the whole situation with the dad. So she maybe has turned away from him. It could be a hand up here. And eyebrows, like angry. Nose. And her haircut is kind of like this. See one ear here, and the other one, where should the other hand go? Okay, is it even possible to sit like that in a car, like turned the way that way? Probably is. You have the seat belt here. So she's really like turning away from the conversation. She doesn't wanna listen to it. Maybe, oh, that weird thing. either she's like looking to the top of the car, like imagining the car made out of cheese, or she's looking at that way to the car, to the dad, sorry, like so. Wow, excuse me, I'm just also under the weather at the moment. My wife just been ill, and now it was my time. And also I've been up late quite a few evenings now because I've started to really work on the book, and I don't have any working hours in the day just now, so but I've been here before so many nights. I gotta tell you guys, so many nights I've been here before working late. But I enjoy, even though it's late and all, I enjoy to work on it because I know that even though the deadline for this book here is I'm not in a bad time. I really like to start things early to just feel more comfortable that way. So she's turning that way. Arms go down here, resting on the interior of the car somewhere here. Might get into trouble here. Maybe she took off the seatbelt. But another issue now that maybe you can already tell is that her figure now comes into the space of the text. So what do I do here? Either I move the text up there, or I put it up here and redo this, like move things down. I think that would be an option. I think I'm gonna just start going that way. So she dislikes the situation here. I think that I really do enjoy about working in the evenings though is like the quietness, apart from my refrigerator going crazy right now. It seems like everyone is asleep, or it's this other magical thing that happens in the evenings. It's just nice, quiet. Okay. Let me just see. Let me see. The seats go this way, don't they? Like that. Seat belt go down this way. It's a bit of an awkward position to sit in, like that, facing away. So I think I'm gonna have to somehow redo it. Thinking. Just the hands, maybe. Arms. What's the expression when you think something's terribly disgusting? Could be more like ugh. Just making that sort of like ugh. Yuck expression. Could work, I think. That would be kind of funny. Don't want to make things too cartoony though, but I think it's all good. Maybe it's a bit of a skinny tongue. Isn't that? Like that. And a bit more, because it's quite important characteristic about her that her haircut is not straight. That's a thing that gets mentioned in the start of the book, which was of course a gift to me as an illustrator when I read the text, is that okay, I could really have some fun working with the hair here, because, or not fun, but it just gives me a lot of character to her. And if there's one thing you want to have to a character, it's character, because then I can make her to a person that people care about. And this is the wonders of working digital. Look, just lifting down that eyebrow makes her more angry, mad. So that was that. I'm actually quite optimistic about the way that she is looking away from, or like the seat belt going around her there, like the body going around. I think that could actually work in reality. Not that things gotta be like completely real. You're allowed to take some liberties, but just gonna make things believable still. Got a big jumper here. Gotta make them a bit more fluffy here. That. And then her hands should be resting on this interior inside of the car. Like so. There we go. I think that's pretty decent of what I wanted to show. A thing that I just want to take a look at is a little reference thing. See here? I got my good old reference board here. Me and my monster. Reference. What I want to take a look at is this part here. So this is you can see me here. I took the photo, and this is I just took a picture of car. I know the people who owns the car. Fun fact. And I just fell for the 80-90 feelings of the car. I wanted the dad to kind of the family to be kind of a family that are not packed with money, just kind of like average income. I don't know why, I just think it's kind of funny. Or a nice, and also a nice car actually, Toyota Carina. And I just gotta take a look at how the design of this goes so I can get it in there. So this is black thing going up there. And way more diagonal there. Gotta make it go that way. Okay. Okay. So that's the diagonal I wanna make that way down. Might just skip that one black line because that ruins the whole idea. So it would basically be the line up here. Yes, line up there. And then it goes into window. Like so. And then what should that diagonal be? Over here. It's sort of like that way down there. Okay, okay. So that was kind of right. Just gonna make sure. Okay. Yeah. Always good to have some references because, again, in like character, it's just a helping hand to make things even more believable. Go. And can always come back to that later on. So the rooftop here, well then the YouTube perspective will continue that way. We'll be able to see much more rooftop that way. So what I can do here is I can just color in the roof just to give the impression that, or make a little note to myself that this is just rooftop. So there we go. Maybe also this one, because the whole car is, we gotta remember, made out of cheese. At least in her imagination. Yes. That would also be an okay reading experience, I think. Quite happy with that. Wow, my nose started to run. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a layer called Holes in the Cheese. Now here I wish I could be more original because, I mean, there are so many different cheeses in the world, isn't there? But the one that I think that most kids would just grasp instantly is the one with like holes in it, just a yellow cheese with holes in it. So that's what I'm gonna go with. Maybe also a hole there and here, and then a big one here. Oh, just a quick pause. Be right back. And back. It should be just darker, kind of. problem is that I drew Ellen on the holes here on the same layer of Ellen, but I think it works. So, and start to see here how this car is made out of cheese. And perhaps I should make this one a little bit bigger, because this is here is just as big as that one. So to add some variety, I just want to make it bigger. Maybe actually it goes even off page. Yeah. Right. I think that was it. And yeah, it's just a sketch right now. I'm definitely gonna go over this, and I know for a fact that I'm 100% not gonna. I'm gonna come back and change some things, but for now, I'm happy with the way it looks. Seatbelt kind of curves that way around her body, so she's not flat in the design. And what about her legs? How are they? Maybe she's like up off the seat, like with the feet back here, because she's so disgusted with the conversation. She just wanna like not be in that car, so she tries to turn away. I think that for many illustrators, that's a word that we use a lot. It's like maybe, because you gotta be able to imagine lots of things. Oh, it looks weird. Okay, so legs go down here and that way. Okay, that's maybe why the legs go here. That way. Does that also look weird? I don't know. It does, doesn't it? Ugh. Anatomy. You old sworn enemy. What should I do with the legs? Problem. What would it look like if she went down like that? And then I simply can't figure that out right now. Okay. Wow, it's already 10 to 10. Okay, I just gotta work on the legs, gotta wait, and then I gotta work on Frank here for a bit, just to also have that down. Jeez, that's what happens usually. You get caught up with something. So yeah, I want to make this then, to change things a bit. I want to make the dad like look straight on, and Frank should come up behind him, looking evil. Yes. Maybe a bit bigger, and there somehow. Gonna not show the wheel, just kind of show his expression there. I need to put on some clothing for him. Like, I was thinking about some kind of very dadsy jumper. Like what would that be? Just simplify things a bit here. I'll just mute Frank for a while. I think I'm gonna make him the kissing mouth. I don't know if that would be maybe a bit too much. Shouldn't be looking confident, but rather sort of in love. How do you draw someone who's in love? No, confident again. You know what, maybe he's like just, his whole face is slouching because he's just so much. No, wait, I gotta draw it from the front here. Kind of like that. No. And there, wheel going over. But I could not like that. I just realized that it was more easy for me to do this when I just constructed a bit or kept things simple instead of going straight forward to the design. How does the wheel even look on the Toyota Corolla or Carina? Do I have a picture of that? Yes. It's like rounded there, classic. Okay. I can't see it though, like that. So if he's like slouching, the neck would be here. Just gotta find reference for the father because Can't remember how I portrayed him. Do I have a good one of him? I think I have somewhere here. There. So in the middle, pretty straightforward, is the nose. So somewhere here. And then we have the hair. Goes like on top of it here, and distinct eyebrows. He looks more sort of, I don't know, definitely not the mustache. Now, to my defense here, it's really been a while since I worked on this character here. I'm so rusty. So rusty. Okay. So, big mouth, could work. Okay, man, I don't know. That worked a bit. And I don't know, maybe a couple of hearts I could. No, he still looks kind of. Yeah, it could work. Doesn't look at all like the dad right now, but the expression is somewhat that way. And then we have the back seat. I have 2 minutes left according to my plan, but I might go a little over time. How about the interior seat here? Oh, you have these different. That was kind of cool. Have something to work with there. You even have this kind of funny design thing for the back. So the dad is tall, so maybe it will be around here, I think. Have it go down like that towards us. And it's pretty broad, so it would definitely go to here. That means that I gotta move this a bit. I think just to sort of make some kind of depth. There we go. Maybe not that wide. Maybe here. Yes. Should make his elbow maybe go a bit more out of the... Okay. And smartphone, because 2024, well, 25 it will be when it's published. And more flat. Yes, and anatomy again. I'm gonna wait with the hand just for a while. Gosh. Okay, last thing. Let's put in Frank Monster. He will make the whole scene, I think. He usually does. Okay. So we still have that one. Just gonna make sure. I'm a bit annoyed that I can't really show the design of the head support here, but that's just how things are gonna be. And of course, seat belt. Probably moves around the shoulder like that. Oh, whoops. New layer, call it Frank. Question is whether he should be like looming just behind him here, or make him like even more terrifying, just kind of pop up like this here. Doesn't really seem like it's looking down on him. How should I make that happen? I think for this scene I'd like to make him just look sort of like an octopus, but not too sure. Whether this would be okay. Well, an octopus, the heads, okay, that spoils kind of the visual point I wanted to make. I wanted him to like have the eyes just behind the seat here. I guess I could do this. Start off with making the design more octopus-like, and isn't it true that octopus has these kind of energy eyes? Octopus eyes. I'm just gonna Google that. Okay, of course they have these kind of placed on the sides first and foremost. This one looks really evil. That's a good one. So, that's kind of a fun scene to make because they could sort of go out like that and out like that. Out like that. Now this is to my luck. I have been drawing octopuses before, so now it seems a bit easier for me to go about it. Well, he's gonna be one nasty octopus, this one. And then I'm gonna make the eyeball sort of like that. That would be fun. Like so. Oh, let me just think for a minute. I could choose to make them all dark. Just like that one. Looks pretty damn evil. I think that's maybe a bit too scary. I don't want to make Frank too evil at this time, at this point in the story. Maybe just more like a human way of drawing a pupil. He looks pretty scary now, I think. So maybe that's kind of it. So yeah, it's a bit banal in a way that it looks as if now she's looking at the dad, but I guess this could also work. Because, I mean, drawing the whole car scene as a cheese, I have tried doing that with the sketch, but I don't think it will work. Plus, I lose a lot of space too. It kind of diminishes on the page here, I think, if I had to show the whole car. So, I think overall right now my heart tells me that it could work. And I like that this is a viewing point going that way. Like she's seen like from that point of view, and then we sort of changed camera angle to showing the dad from the front. I just gotta make him look more like my original idea here. That's always something you can go inside and figure out with sort of your style. Oh, maybe not. I forgot the eyebrows of Frank. Where is Frank? There he is. The eyebrows. And I know an octopus doesn't have eyebrows, but he does now. It's kind of a thing that I want to make reoccurring too. Whenever you see Frank, he's gotta have these eyebrows. Okay, just a bit of color to make him pop. Just to get an idea of how it could look. I think it would be kind of sweet if you sort of had drawing over here where you see more colors, interior, and then a more simple drawing here with no interior, because then you kind of switch things up a bit, add some variety in there, because otherwise it just, well, you risk things getting too muddy, things getting too complex, so there's too many things to look at for the eye. Sometimes it works, I think, that you can have a picture that where many things happen, but I think it's quite complex to not make things too muddy sometimes. Yeah, I think it works pretty good with the design of the octopus here, because he looks like not too vicious, but just more sort of grumpy or tired of the situation, which is exactly what I want to reflect with Ellen's mood. And I think that happened by coincidence, is that the one eye it's a bit more squashed than the other. I like that little thing. I'm definitely gonna keep that. But the expression of the dad is yet to be worked upon, and also what was it? Yeah, the legs with Ellen here behind her is also something I gotta figure out. How should they be seen, and if so, how should they be seen? Okay, guys, that was it. I gotta rush off to bed soon. Probably gonna be watching a YouTube video before I go to sleep, but there you have it. Well, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in 1 week where I'll be doing some more drawings for the book here. I think it will be more analog that next Monday. So till then, have fun drawing, and I'll see you around. Bye.